How are you? Welcome. I'm so excited to bring this reading for the collective, just a channeled message about Pluto retrograde, which began immediately following the full moon in Scorpio. And Pluto is Scorpio's ruling planet. So for any of you that are feeling like you're still in the backward pull of that moon, like you're just kind of being pulled back and everything's in slow-mo and reverse, that would be the effect of Pluto retrograde. It's one of the major transits. It takes about 5.5 months to complete. So I want to read a little bit for you so you understand the power of the transit. Then I'm going to do an oracle reading, and then I'm going to do a collective reading about our connections and what we might expect collectively during this retrograde. So for those who aren't aware, Pluto is the planet of transformation, death, rebirth, power and control issues. Got it? The subconscious and our spiritual growth. It moves super, super slowly. It's one of the outside planets that normally when it's moving direct, meaning when it appears to be moving forward from our perspective, really impacts society and our external lives, you know, our workplace lives, power issues, control issues. It takes 12 to 31 years to go through each sign because it has retrogrades, and about 248 years to move all around all 12 signs. So this is a very slow moving planet, and it's kind of like 3 steps forward, 2 steps back, and that's why it takes it so long to go through all 12 signs. But for about 5 to 6 months every year, it appears to move backwards. It's not, but it appears from our rotation to be moving backwards, which is what we refer to as retrograde. So what happens when it turns retrograde is it begins to affect us inwardly. So it's not everything out there anymore. Now it's inward, challenging our own areas where we either are holding on to too much control or where we have given over too much control, or power. So we can talk about power as well. So what we want to look at are those power dynamics, the control dynamics. What are we holding on to with a death grip that we need to release? A lot of that was explored in the light of the full moon in Scorpio, but then with Pluto going retrograde for the next 5.5 months, it's saying, hold on, not so fast. We want to be sure you have done the work, that you have looked at what needs to be released very clearly, and that you're ready to do that hard work because it's in the sign of Capricorn. Capricorn, the goat, is that sign of hard work. Everything takes effort. It's attention, right? Think of the goat going straight up the mountain. It defies gravity because it's got its ambition. So it's important to know that it's been in Capricorn. Pluto's been in Capricorn since 2008, so that part's not new. It has gone retrograde and direct several times. It'll be in Capricorn all the way through January 2024. But all I want to focus on is this next 5 months. It started on the 27th of April and goes through October 6th. And it's moving backwards to us through degrees 26 to 24 of Capricorn. So it's almost ready to shift in 2024, the end of January into February. It'll shift into the next sign. I'm not sure if it'll shift into, I think it'll be Aquarius. Don't quote me on that. But that will be a distinctly different energy. So right now we're still dealing with that Capricornian hard work. All the lessons are learned the hard way. So it's power and control issues. So I want to do a little bit of a reading about that, and I want to look at our boundaries in our connections, the structures in our connections, and how it's all playing out past, present, future. So that's what we're going to look at. I'm just doing channel the energies for the Pluto retrograde. Just wanted you to understand a little bit about it. It does move slowly. So everything that we thought we released in the full moon of Scorpio, that big, powerful super moon, we're going to get an opportunity to revisit it. and be sure that we have fully released what needs to be let go of, or reclaimed power we've given away. So I'm pulling from the Shaman's Dream. Let's look at the Shaman's Dream. Again, where we've been, where we are, where we're headed. Themes to ponder. Oh, I love that. Okay. So where we've been, we have card 30, the Horseman, a herald of change, right? The Horseman is the one who sounds the alarm, or look here, I'm even seeing the light here coming from the Horseman, almost as if almost like think of the hermit with the lantern. So the Horseman heralds the change, lets everyone know that change is coming about. That's the light worker in you. That's the empath in you. That's the person who is moving and ascending on their spiritual path. Where are we right now? Card 32. So 3 and 2 is 5. Like, this is more co-creative. Card 30 reduces to a 3. So there's someone who's coming out to let the masses know this is a time of great change. 32 is 5. It's about change. It's about shifting. And now we're in the uncomfortable energy. And it says jeweled web, connectivity. Like, how do we all connect? And now we've got the person, think of like Paul Revere here. Paul Revere gave the first call, and then it went like that game telephone where we connect up and the message gets sent from one to another until it goes around the globe. And then where we're headed is card 36, lost in space, needing direction, right? Because we've had all this connectivity that's happening right now, and then we kind of need to figure out a way to channel it and direct it. So it's really an interesting little profile here for the Oracle of the Shaman's Dream, where we've been, where we are, where we're headed. I like the needing direction going forward because it's a 9, 36. 3 and 6 is 9. So it's like, now that we've got the word out, now that we're helping others, we're lighting the path, we're connecting, we're communicating, we are working hard to elevate the vibration of the planet, of humanity, then we kind of pull back at number 9. We go, oh, we're just about to at completion. Now we're fine-tuning everything. We're about to wrap up lessons. We need a little bit of direction for how we move forward. Really interesting. I feel like everything right now is about change. The readings I've been doing for all of you, the individual zodiac, sun and risings, have all been about change and release, especially releasing tower moments, especially parting ways with our old stories. So it's going to be interesting to see what comes through here for the Pluto retrograde. So this is kind of looking at the next 5.5 months. For our connections. Let's see what comes through. So this is the anchor card. We've got, well, it's a 5, so it's about change. And that 5 of Swords can be all about really looking at this card, determining what your role is at the moment. So we've got sort of the perpetrator, right? The shiz stirrer, the pot stirrer, the troublemaker. We've got the mediator in the middle ground, and in the background, we've got the person who's been wounded or who feels taken for granted or advantage of. The 5 of Swords is definitely an energy of an unfair fight. Something's out of balance, out of whack. It can be an energy of gaslighting. It can be gossipy. It can be sabotage, right, of self-sabotage or sabotage of others. So that's the anchor card. That card has been coming up a lot. It's like one of my more challenging cards when it shows up in a reading, because I feel as if there is someone who is giving over their power when this card shows up. That's part of what Pluto in retrograde is about. Oh my gosh. Okay. let me pull the cards and then I'll walk you through it. Abso-freaking-lutely. I didn't even have to guess. Wow, 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 wow. So this is those of us watching. So if you are here watching this, any sign, sun, moon, rising, Venus, doesn't matter. If this is a reading for the collective, and up here is your divine counterpart, the person you're dealing with, soulmate, whatever you call them, whoever you're in connection with or relationship with now, where there are power struggles or dynamics, control issues. That's who we're talking about. Okay, and we know that the anchor card is this zero-sum game. This, right? If I don't win, nobody wins kind of energy. It feels very challenging. There's a definite winner here, but it could come at a very high cost. So not only is it an unfair fight, it's a no-win situation. So here's what I'm seeing for the past. The Seven of Swords could represent the energy in the past of someone who was definitely out for themselves, who may not have been operating on the level, may have been deceitful in some way. Remember, I'm not speaking to any certain sign here right now. Those of you that are here watching, I'm channeling this message for you. This is your divine counterpart or the person you're dealing with or thinking about right now. So something in the past, not on the level. Right now, though, there's a spirit of co-creative energy. The Three of Pentacles is about taking what you've got now in the present moment in 3D and building upon it. But it takes teamwork. It's you, your divine counterpart, and spirit, sort of working together here in 3D to improve upon what you already have. And then moving forward, I see this person jumping in the driver's seat. We've got the Emperor. I do have to clarify it to make sure that the energy that's coming through isn't more reversed. For those of us watching, where have we been? Working on ourselves. What did I say about this horseman? I said it's like the Hermit. See the light emanating from both. That's exactly what I'm talking about. The horseman, the herald of change, the person who comes out from that deep, long, deep, silent retreat with lessons learned, with insights around their own self-awareness. Who am I? What power have I given over? Where have I been too controlling? What do I need to let go of? What path do I need to lighten for whom? We've got that beautiful Hermit energy, which can be about being the guide, which is how the horseman came through to me. And here we've got the Page of Wands right now. So I feel as if where we are right now is we're just kind of sparking, like lighting, striking the matchbook, you know, that little spark, something coming through. We're not taking things maybe as seriously right now as we once had in the energy of the Hermit. So there's some lightheartedness here. The pages are new energy. There's new inspiration. There may be new passion. There may be new messages coming in or going out, but it feels like it's hopeful, creative, inspired. And then in the future, that Ace of Swords, everything will be made clear. The divine gift of insight, wisdom, knowledge, clarity, like everything comes through, filters through this deep inner search, this deep inner work for self-awareness. And then we get the aha moment, the epiphany. So that's what I see for us. Ooh, but we got to deal with the elephant in the room. Someone trying to keep us off a peg. That's what we're going to get clarity around. Okay, everything gets made clear if we're just patient. So what we don't understand now about the Five of Swords will be made clear. It'll take time to unfold kind of in an organic way. And it feels to me when I'm looking at this right now, I'm seeing the Five of Jeweled Web, the connectivity card here. And I'm feeling as if something's going to become more clear. The Jeweled Web to me feels like it's too many little lights. Things are not clear. We're going to get the clarity with the Ace of Swords. Everything will take a little time to unfold, so patience is required. We've got the Seven of Swords here. Some Leo energy of the Strength card. I feel like whatever happened really kind of overpowered you. They overpowered you with some self-serving energy, whoever it is I'm speaking of. Some self-serving energy. I'm feeling like the Strength card's kind of coming in reversed. It sent the two of you into separation. The Strength card in reverse to me is someone who's kind of really kind of all bravado. Think of the Cowardly Lion. Got it? There's cowardice here. There's cowardice. There's hidden feelings. There's secrets here. Secrecy and hidden feelings and cowardice in the past probably is what set all of us into that hermit mode. Three of Pentacles now, though. Yeah. I feel like something's been learned here by this divine counterpart, right? Two's company, three's a card. We've got 2 3s here, and they're offloading something, and I love that we're getting this message of love or apology coming in underneath. Not actually rising to conscious awareness yet, but they know that there's something here that needs to be closed out, a burden, something they've been struggling with themselves, or that has been a part of the struggle in your connection. And here we go, like 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, I've learned, gotta let go of maybe an energy that was kind of all over the place and scattered. I need many people. I need multiple partners. I need, and that's why we have that 7 of Swords, because by hook or crook, that's kind of how they were operating, and now letting go of that and knowing on some level that the sincerity is what matters. Coming through this with some measure of sincerity, a willingness to work together on the connection, to let go of that need for whatever the 3 of Cups is in your scenario. Now, the 3 of Cups can be a third party, plain and simple. Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. Other times that 3 of Cups can be distance between you, physical, geographic. It can be demands of work. It can be demands of family. It can be parental demands. It can be your ego, right? We do have the 5 of Swords here, so there could be some ego issues in the way. And now there's someone who's ready to work together in the future. Emperor. Wow. No way. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. And I will take this and one last card. So we've got some interesting energy coming through for this person. There's a need for control. And remember I said, Pluto's about control issues, power struggles, etc. There's a need for control, but it's being tempered. In the future, it will be tempered. So what's good about the temperance energy on top of this Emperor is that it's saying, wait a minute. Exercise some freaking self-control, exercise some restraint, and have the wisdom of patience to know that in time, the energies will come into flow. You don't need to bulldoze your way through. You don't need to scam your way through. You don't need to stack the deck in your favor. You don't need to move the pieces of the chessboard around so that you always come out the winner. And then underneath, we've got the Magician. So the Magician here it can be an energy of manifestation. And what I think they're manifesting here is the communication, because I don't think you're in communication now. For the vast majority of you watching, there is not communication. If there is communication, it's probably a struggle. right? It's power dynamics and gamesmanship, that Five of Swords. So I'm feeling like what they're manifesting in the energy of the Magician. Now, no, I'm saying they're manifesting in the future, but they're waiting for the downloads. They're waiting for the enlightenment. They're trying to look at the situation from all angles, from the 30,000-foot view. So it's not just through their own eyes, it's with fresh eyes. And from everybody who's in the mix, right? Because there could be other people looking at it from everybody's point of view before they initiate communication. So really interesting dynamic here in the future. I love the releasing of control, the temperance energy modulating this person's control, and also their tendency to play by their own rules. So here we are. The beautiful Virgo energy of the Hermit in the past. The Horseman, the Herald of Change. Because all we really want is to be happy. That's all we really want. And to give or receive the love we desire. Right? King of Cups could be you if you're here watching. Could be your divine counterpart, or what happiness looks like to you in the past. Just doing the deep dive, looking for an open heart, the love that you know you deserve, to find the happiness, that sense of comfort in your own vulnerability, that you're loved for who and what you are at your core, even when you're not hiding. Oh my God, I get it. I get it. Page of Wands right now. Oh my God. Okay. All right. I get it. And there's the Six of Cups. So there are a lot of us right now that are like kind of doing the Virgo hermit thing. It's okay. You can borrow it. We Virgos, we love the hermit company. So I'm feeling like right now, while we're kind of open to this new energetic, passionate, creative energy, we do know that on some level we've got more inner work to do, right? The Wheel of Fortune wants to move in our favor. The Hermit tells the wheel, not so fast. We've got more work to do, which is exactly what Pluto is doing in retrograde. So we're kind of retracing our steps. It's saying, not so fast. Yes, you might be ready to dip your toe into something more lighthearted. It's very interesting, but do so from a position of insight and self-awareness. Be sure you're still on that path of understanding how you operate, especially in power and control dynamics. Yeah. We're doing it for ourselves right now, guys. This is Nine of Pentacles. Is the single person in the tarot. More Virgo energy. I will just say that there's a lot of that very discerning. So don't think about it as like looking at your chart. Think about the energy of Virgo, which is very linear thinking, very discerning, unscrupulously, detailed. It's all about the details, right? God is in the details. So I'm feeling as if underneath we know we're still kind of on our own solo road here a little bit, despite our nostalgia and warm feelings for our past life soulmates, for our twin, for whatever you call it. I'm doing a collective reading and not everybody here categorizes it, classifies it the same way. So not so fast, Page of Wands is the message we're getting right now, because all the insight, all the knowledge, all the aha moments and epiphanies are ahead of us, especially when it comes to that Five of Swords energy, which I feel is a lot of posturing. The way it's coming through right now is posturing. Wow. Ooh. Oh, all right. So I feel what's going to happen is we're going to get all this information, lots of clarity. It's going to take us in the, you know, it's moving in retrograde. We're going to kind of traipse back through the pain of the past, the disappointments, the mistakes, the regrets, the sorrow. It's going to leave us feeling like all up in our head, a little bit stuck, trapped, not knowing the next best step, right? Because we're being dragged back through at lightning speed, I might add, everything that's gone on since our last, you know, major Pluto cycle. You have to know your own chart for that, but it could be like 10 years for some of us are going to be kind of traipsed through in the next 5 months. You know, things that we regret, things that we're sad for, things that we lost or feel were lost to us, not knowing what to do about it. And then underneath, what's that? What are we thinking of? What's going on inside? Who's coming to claim me? King of Wands. I see it. I want it. I claim it. It's mine. This is the unavailable lover. It's an archetype. Doesn't have to be a person, but it's an archetype. Who's coming to claim me? Now that I see it all, is this person still desiring me? And that's, I think, where the Page of Wands comes in. So really, really fascinating. Now what I'm going to do in the extended, if this is speaking to you and you want to find out more about how Pluto is going to affect you personally, I'm going to take you through all 12 signs in the extended for the 3 final cards. You know that this is your divine counterpart, this is you, and the final 3 cards are about your connection, bringing the 2 of you together, like I do in all my extendeds. What issue are you focused on? What are the blocks and challenges? What can you expect and or do about the blocks or challenges, etc. I'm going to do that Aries all the way through Pisces with this reading in mind. I'm also going to tell you how Pluto retrograde impacts each sign personally. So I have a little written dialogue for each sign personally, and then I'll do your reading. The link to that is below. I really hope you join me. I think it'll be very fun for us to see what we can expect to review, revisit, and release over the next 5.5 months. Thanks for joining me. The link to the extended is below. I'll see you there in a second. Bye.